And the faceoff won by the Pens. Moving it out the far side, Carlson with speed. Chasing him down is Veregi, but over to the far side, the offensive end shot, denied, rebound, chance, he scores! 20 seconds in, baby! That's going to be no Jari! The camera can't even capture all of this. I can't even see what the, I'm gonna pop! I'm gonna pop!
You want to get out of there?
I need it! I'm gonna pop! Where's the table? That the table? That was not the table. Having it now, Kindle. He shoots, he scores! Oh! He scores! He scores! Yes! Yes! Let's go! Let's freaking get it!
They did something.
Yes!
An extra point, and the Penguins are in second place.
Hold on. We gotta play the music. Draw, gonna do a little shot there, right in front, and Swayman able to get it, and Swayman gets it on a fight. And Swayman is out there literally pinching a guy while he's down. And Swayman, Vasilevsky, we got a goalie fight. Here we go. Vasilevsky and Swayman drop the gloves, drop the helmets, and Swayman trying to get a few punches in. A goalie fight in a freaking stadium series. Vasilevsky and Swayman. Swayman goes down. Vasilevsky trying to push him down, and the refs are going to end this fight. But we just saw a freaking goalie fight. Lacombe to Seneca, pass deflected, and moving out, here come the Ottawa Senators with a chance. 3-on-3 into the zone shot. He scores! What a goal!
I'm not sure.
We'll see.
They're thinking that it could be,
No, it's a goal!
no, it could be, interference.
I don't think that was goalie interference, man. I don't think that was goalie interference. Was that goalie interference, Bagel, huh?
Dallas Stars.
But you guys can prove me wrong.
Dallas Stars. Dallas Stars.
We're gonna engineer an anime
Dallas
waifu.
Stars.
No. And why do the Stars goal horn not play?
Oh!
Why do you always quit?
Well, Barbashev gets a goal. We're not gonna talk about Rocky Mountain Oysters. Oh man. But Barbashev getting a goal. Here we go for a potential game winner here. We got Bianca saying Dallas win. Well, let's see. Moving it in. Rantanen. Down low shot. He scores. The Dallas Stars are going to walk away victorious in Vegas.
The house is a rockin', not a
Man,
house is a rockin'.
I know I'm a little behind.
All on the part
But Dallas does walk away with the win. But I would say probably the Kings is probably going to be the worst team to make. Uh-oh. McKinnon to Taves, into the offensive end. Taves back to Landeskog. Out to the far side, Nelson. Up to McKinnon. McKinnon from the far side, driving in. Over to the near side, Natchez. Natchez to McKinnon, wrapping it in. Forcing it in, not gonna go. Top of the zone, Taves to Natchez to McKinnon. McKinnon down low, working hard up against Anderson. Working with that puck to the point, Natchez. Now from the far side, Natchez. How far behind are we? Loose to the near side again along the boards. Rebound chance. He flips it in over the left shoulder of Blackwood into the corner for a Vegas Golden Knights goal. And here we go to the near side of the offensive end, down low, cycling it around, top of the zone, clearing it out. Nola Chari into the offensive end, trying to create a chance, not able to. Hello, over to the near side, moving it up into the offensive end. Here comes your chance for Nicholas Waugh. Power play expires. Over to the near side, back in behind the net. Shea over to Achari. Achari to Gino. Here comes the Mad Russian. Up through center and pass to the far side. Brian Russ to Gino. He shoots. He scores!
Yes.
Russ on the assist. Yes, he was. Soul King. Hello! Over to the near side to the bar. Working it around. Puck gonna be down low now. Carlson passing up. Stretch pass. Breakaway chance. He shoots and scores! How How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here today, bringing you live play-by-play coverage and reactions to the Anaheim Ducks hosting the Vegas Golden Knights Game 4 of the series, and it is a big one. Right now, the Vegas Golden Knights trying to control the series and take a commanding 3-1 series lead, but Anaheim, in the same breath, is trying their darndest to stay alive. We go ahead and flip on over to ESPN 2 because they got the Sabres and Canadiens game going on ESPN right now. So let me go over to my guide real quick and get over there so we can get ready to cover this game here. As they are going to interrupt him, they're going to interrupt Banana Ball, it seems. What's good, RFK? How you doing, bro? How you doing? So we are getting ready to roll here. There we go. Now they're interrupting Banana Ball for the Stanley Cup Playoffs. Puck drop just about 5 minutes away here in Anaheim. We win today, we win the division. Well, we shall see. I mean, technically, Anaheim could still make a 3-game comeback with a loss tonight, but it does make it a lot harder. Another disappointing series loss for the Pirates. I wasn't able to keep track of that today. It's unfortunate, though. Oh, man. But Ducks fans are going crazy tonight for their Anaheim Ducks in the second round of the playoffs, taking the ice. Banana Ball's on YouTube anyway. Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's got on the website or on the TV, so more, you know, so that Granny can watch Banana Ball who doesn't go on YouTube. So, oh man. But yeah, we are ready to rumble here, as it's the Anaheim Ducks fighting for survival, the fight of their life, as they are going to be trying to work their way into the Western Conference Finals. But it all starts right here. This game is not a must-win, but it feels like a must-win. You don't want to go down 3-1 in a series, so you want to make sure you win every single game you can from this point on if you are the Anaheim Ducks down 2-1. You win this game, great. You go back to Vegas, even if you drop the game in Vegas, you feel better. Here's Square. He's A, B here, B square. Oh, yeah! He said he's tired. He said he was tired, so after he watches the show with Mom, he's gonna go to bed. So, I told him if he wants to join afterwards, he's more than welcome to. But he said, oh, I'm tired. So, I'm getting tired, I'm gonna go to bed. So, what was the Pirates score today? It was good, Andrew. How you doing, bro? Let me take a look here. Let's take a look how the Pirates did. Ironically enough, wearing my Hoist the Cone shirt, not even knowing what the Pirates did. But the Pittsburgh Midlothian Pirates losing in 12 today by a final score of 7-6. Yowzes. I think it's Masked Singer on Mondays. I don't know. It's a show at 9 o'clock they watch. I don't know, is Masked Singer Mondays? Or is it another day? Oh my gosh, Andrew. Ooh, funny number. Oh, man. Andrew, you'll get to see this hat on Friday. If you show up Friday, you'll get to see this hat. I was given this hat on Tuesday, man, and I love it. It's my frog hat. One of the guys at the men's Bible study I would go to on Wednesdays always says he needs to keep his dog, his DAWG, his dog, his daily appointment with God. Well, this one, I'm a frog. I'm a frog. That's my new identity. I identify as a frog, one who is fully reliant on God. This hat, well, one of the guys I bowl with said, hey, I found this hat, and I immediately thought of you, so if you want it, you can have it. On the last day during payout of bowling, and he said, if you want it, it's all yours. I'm like, I actually really like that hat. Well, I'm a frog. Because Matlock is Thursdays. I know they watch Matlock, and that's Thursdays. I don't know what show they're watching. Dogs eat frogs? Hey, I can be a dog frog. Or I can be a frog with a dog. Oh, man. Although the guy who talks about having a dog actually is one that needs a lot of prayer right now. He fell at church this morning before the sermon even began. So, and he was in good spirits. He was, you know, high, fine, and dandy. He was normal in the morning when I saw him. And then I go into the sanctuary getting ready for the service, and all of a sudden, Dad told me afterwards that he ended up falling. I don't know if it's a Yellowstone spinoff. I don't know. I don't know what they're watching. I don't know what they're watching up there. But we'll see here. Carter Hart against Lucas Dostal in net. Oh yeah, the Habs are just absolutely dominating the Sabres right now. They're up, what, 5-2 last I saw? Yeah, Montreal they're starting to take control of that series big time. I don't know, according to Dad, he was just standing 1 minute and the next he just went down. So I don't know. I didn't see it, but he definitely needs prayers. Because they ended up taking him to a hospital to get him looked at, so. Well, we got a center ice draw, though, to get our game underway. Gonna be won by the Knights. Lion got to go back to Yale. Oh, boy, MJ. Well, we'll see. Over to the near side. And this is the kind of stuff that I thought would bite Buffalo in the butt. Buffalo is riding on high-end talent with not a lot of experience. I think they can't. I don't know. I think Montreal really is the team to beat in the East. Now I've been saying that now for about a week or two. I think Montreal really is the team to beat in the East, given who's left. Oh man! But over to the far side, down low, the Ducks out of their own end. But yeah, I mean, I think Montreal has the inside track. Man, good job, Montreal. Oh my gosh, yeah, I mean, that's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Gonna chase down into the Ducks end, gonna get launched out to center ice. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where things sit. But yeah. Over to the near corner, it's gonna be battled and moved up by the Ducks out of their own end. And launching it through center. 6-2, oh my gosh, that's gonna go final 6-2, ain't it? Empty netter. The Carter Hart on the freeze. And we're gonna have a face-off. But yeah, I mean, I've been saying it for a while. Montreal, they have the, they don't have the experience, yes. But they do have a lot of talent, and they've flown under the radar by a lot of metrics. Okay, I thought Tampa was the toughest challenge, and we shall see if the Hurricanes' depth can break. So, with the Hurricanes, not even the depth. I think the problem with Carolina is Rod Brind'Amour. Rod Brind'Amour is a double-edged blade. He is going to win you a lot of games in the regular season because he has his guys push and give 150% from October to April and into May and June. The problem is that when you're giving 150% for October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, when you're doing it for 7.5 months, there's only so much left in the tank come the end of May. And you can't give that much. So that's kind of where I think the problem is with Carolina. I think it's Rod Brind'Amour. I think he overpushes the teams, and that results in the teams collapsing because they don't have the stamina that late because they've given too much. Oh man. Make an all-Canadian final if the problem is they can't just wear the Nordiques jersey, because once you choose a jersey, you're locked in for all the playoffs. But that would be funny. That would be funny, though. Man, but to the near corner, it's going to be moved around, trying to free this puck up in the Ducks' end to the right of Dostal. And top of the zone, far side, sending it on net. Not going to make it there, though. Tied up into the far corner. Oh, you can change after the series? Well, then I think anyway they should go with the Nordiques. I mean, the Nordiques jerseys are nice jerseys. Here we go. The Ducks trying to beat out the icing. They will to the near side. Okay. I thought it was for the whole playoffs when they locked it in. So, that was my mistake. But over to the near side, the Knights launching it top of the zone, cleared out and chased down by Lacombe. Although I am going to say, by the way, tomorrow, I don't think there's going to be a stream tomorrow. Canes play playoff hockey most of the year, and that's why. Exactly! is because Brind'Amour pushes them. Brind'Amour says, I don't care who it is. If it's October and we have a 5-goal lead, you're giving 150%. Damn it. And he will get red in the face if you don't give him 150% when you're up 10 goals to nothing. So that kind of wear and tear on people. You know what I mean? Not that you should ever just say, oh, we're going to play back. Give 100%, but you don't got to give 100% and then some every single game, day in, day out. It's all about, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Brind'Amour treats it like a sprint. And yes, a long-range sprinter will, for the first half of a marathon, be beating a marathon runner. But at the latter half of that marathon, the marathon runner's stamina is going to outpace the sprinter's sheer speed and aggression. You know what I mean? I liken the Hurricanes to that long-range sprinter. They can sprint and go for a long time. But then when it really matters, down the stretch, they peter out because they've burned everything they have. Well, see, also important of note, the Knights without Mark Stone tonight. So keep that in mind as we roll through the rest of this game here. But over to the far side. Having time off like they did after the first two. Oh, yeah. I mean, it does help having time off. But at the same time, the damage has already been done for the most part. Man. Oh, man, I remember on this Mother's Day 3 years ago, the Oilers lost to Vegas and they won the Cup against Florida. Or what if the Oilers won? Are we all talking Oilers 1 Cup or Panthers 3 Cups? That would have been interesting. Huh. I think it was cold for Stone being on only fair. I don't know about that. We're looking at John Quenneville. 126 Stanley Cup playoff wins. Second most all time. In his first season as the Ducks head coach. He looks like the guy for the job. Like, he has that look of like, yeah, that's the Ducks head coach. Oh, man. But the Ducks winning it, top of the zone shot. Not going to make it to the near side. Sent down from the stick there, top of the zone, back low. Over to the far side. So, taking a look there, Cole Smith. Looking like he's in a little bit of pain. Oh, boy. Difference maker could be Stankoven because only slightly outmatches Suzuki. I can see that. Stankoven is definitely a heavy impact player. He is one of those ones on the Canes that just is the guy. Right, here we go. We're going to draw to the left of Carter Hart. Working around. And here comes the draw. Carlson winning it over Seneca. And Shea Theodore to the far side. Trying to launch on up through center. Off of Carlson into the offensive end. The Ducks taking it back. Up to the far side. Now into the offensive end. Down low. Tied up for that puck. Near side. Mitch Marner comes away with it. Are you going to stream the World Cup during the playoffs to serve your customers? I might stream some coverage of the World Cup. I'm looking into that. I am looking into streaming some World Cup coverage for you because that's going to be right as Stanley Cup Finals is getting close to wrapping up. Right as, we have some gaps because of the offseason for the NFL. We have baseball, yes, but, we could also do baseball and World Cup. 6-2, less than 2 to go. Yeah, it's going to be game over there. Oh, my gosh. There's not even, the closest World Cup match is Philadelphia. What's good, Michael? The Wild looked good last night. Only if they play like that last night will they have a chance against Colorado to get that 2-goal lead. Absolutely. The key for Minnesota is get a 2-goal lead and then sit back and let the action come to you. That's how they'll win these games. And if they can't do that, they will lose them. Okay. But we'll say 14.5 to go here in period number 1. You have to stream the World Cup Pride Night game between Egypt and Iran. I don't care. The World Cup's in March. Oh my gosh. That would be awesome. I just love how... is it Iraq or Iran? But Egypt, anyway, being involved in a Pride Night game. Like... oh my gosh. The key is Wah looking like Wah? Oh, absolutely. Oh, Baby Pens playoffs? We can look into that. I could look into doing a Baby Pens playoff game. It's either Iran or Iraq. It's one of those 4-letter countries that every American pronounces wrong. Iran, Iraq. Like, no, Iraq, Iran. At least that's what I'll say. Some people say, I don't care about them Iranians. Iran. No, you didn't run. Oh, man, but the Ducks up into the offensive end, driving down, shot, rebound, chance! Not gonna go. Launched around to the near side. But yeah, I do have Flow Hockey, so I can do some Baby Pens action. Maybe. It all depends on what my schedule looks like. I ran! Oh my gosh. Let me see here. WBS, let me find him here. WBS Penguins. Let me take a look at the schedule. The schedule. Okay, maybe. Thursday, no. Tuesday, maybe. We might do that on, just depends on how the other series are playing out. That's the other thing, is I also don't want to miss out on quality hockey in the NHL level, because, like, this is the stuff. But definitely I want to try and work in one of those. So, here we go to the near side. Centering chance on Dostal. Not gonna go. Over to the far side, battling for possession. The Ducks losing it. Taken by Troy Terry. Bruins probably would have beat the Pens, but I think they could beat the T-Birds. Oh, man. Well, we'll see. We will see. I guess fans are complaining about ticket prices for the game, saying over $1,000. It is ridiculous. Like, honestly. It is honestly freaking mad, man. Like, why? I get it's never been, or hasn't been in America in like 20 years, but like, still. Let me take a look here. Let me just see out of curiosity. Let me go to TickPick and look up World Cup. Ooh, someone's in trouble. That's gonna be Colin. Or Coughlin. Going to the sin bin for Vegas. And the Anaheim Ducks are on the power play. Go ahead and put the power play up. Where's your dad? Where's your dad? A hockey hangover cure for him or cure him from drunkenness? Oh my gosh. Nah, Dad's just tired. He's just tired. Oh, I think they're taking us. Okay, they flipped this back to Banana Ball, so now I gotta go back to ESPN. But let's see. Let me just see here. Out of curiosity. Oh my gosh. The cheapest. But that's in Mexico is $415. Oh, sorry. Qatar and Switzerland is from $218. But a lot of them, the get-in price is on the realm of $500 to $1,000 get-in. Oh my gosh. Hey Jason, your tummy is your tummy rumbling for duck? Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't even include exactly. It doesn't include anything. That's just getting into the premises. Oh my gosh. And you're not going to be anywhere close to the action. Like these ones in Santa Clara at the at Levi Stadium. That $218 ticket's going to be way up in the nosebleeds. Like you'll need a spacesuit from the lack of oxygen up there. Like, oh my gosh. You'll be alive on Father's Day when the cup is being presented? Well, we'll see. We'll see if Dad's around for that day. Oh, man. But yeah, like, that, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, it is very difficult being a sports fan in this economy. because every league gouges you. I like the NHL because they gouge you the least. You can watch every game if all you have is a basic sports TV package that includes TNT, ESPN, ABC, and True TV, and then ESPN Plus. That's all you need. Oh, sorry, and NHL Network. That's all you need to watch every single NHL game. You know what I mean? The NHL, I honestly say, is the league that gouges you the least. Everyone had a nice time with their family. Happy Mother's Day. Well, today she got the day she was looking for. We went out Friday for a little bit. We went to go see Michael as a family. But then today she just, she wanted to sleep, so she kind of slept in pretty much all day. And then I had work, so I just got back like about an hour and a half before streaming. But she had a good day, and it was what she was looking for. We'll be going out, at some point next weekend to celebrate her birthday and Mother's Day. Oh, NFL will gouge you for every penny you're worth and then still find a way to make more off of you. Like I'm not going to be able to cover the Rams' first playoff game or the Rams' first game. I don't have Netflix, and I don't have the money for Netflix. You can watch all but one time slot on a normal week. Yeah, but the problem is you can't watch Thursday Night Football without it. You can't watch the Prime exclusive or the Peacock exclusives. You can't watch, you know what I mean? Like, the NFL is good, but also if you want to watch any game, you also got to have Sunday Ticket. So you can watch whatever game they present to you, and you can watch football at every time slot, but on a Sunday, and Monday Night Football with a basic TV package, but you can't watch whatever game you want. For NHL, you know what I mean? In the NHL, you get ESPN Plus. That's better. The audio sounds a lot better. But here we go. Lacombe. Out the far side through center from Gauthier. Chasing down Killorn to the near side. Along the board centering Gauthier. Chance not going to go. Killorn. Seneca shot. He scores! Beckett Seneca. With the power play goal to give the Anaheim Ducks a big 1-0 lead. Try and put it on Twitch. So, are you still able to watch it for free on Twitch? Or is Delaware State? Delaware is not really near me. I'm on the opposite side of the state from anywhere close to Delaware. So, I'm in the Pittsburgh region. Supporting the boys in black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah. You know what it is. Oh, man. But yeah, like, you cannot watch any team you want. You can see every NFL time slot with a TV subscription, except for Thursday night. And you can't watch, like, Peacock exclusives, Netflix exclusives. But also, with the NHL, you're only paying the TV package plus $13 a month to watch any team, anytime. You know what I mean? If you want to watch, let's say in my case, if I want to watch every Rams game, because I'm not in the market of one of my teams, I can't do that. You know? 937 has neck on their face for the report to Rodgers coming to Pittsburgh to sign this weekend. I didn't believe it for a single second. Because if Rodgers was going to sign anytime in the near, recent history or near future, and it was going to be when he was in Pittsburgh during the draft. The fact that he didn't tells me that he's going to sign real close to camp. You know what I mean? Yeah, so RFK, you are literally relying on the NFL putting your team on in your region. By the way, Vegas going on the power play. Sitting in the sin bin there, going to be, who is that? That's going to be Johnston. Who was the last Canadian team to appear in the Stanley Cup final, which I feel was the Canadians who lost Tampa that year. I think it was. That sounds right. No, Edmonton. Edmonton. They appeared the last 2 seasons. It's on ESPN now, Eating's normal TV package. Yes, but you can only watch the touchdowns. You know what I mean? Like, there's ways you can watch clips, but you can't watch full games, is what I'm saying. So yes, it's not bad, but if you want to watch full games of your favorite team and you're not in your local or your favorite team's local market, you're at the discretion of the NFL if you want to watch full games. So, oh yes, but that's illegal. That's what I'm saying. If you want to do it legally, you got to pay way too much money for the NFL to watch any team you want. As Vegas crowds the net of Dostal. What an effort by Lucas Dostal. What's good, John? But yeah, like, that's why I like the NHL. The NHL, you need a TV package that just has NHL Network, ESPN, ABC, TNT, and True TV. Plus $13 a month for ESPN Plus. Because then you have all the national games. Oh, sorry. You also need your local Sportsnet as well for your local team. So like in Pittsburgh, we need Pittsburgh Sportsnet plus NHL Network plus ESPN, ABC, TNT, and True TV. But we end up, you know, that plus $13 a month. NBA used to have 1 free game a week, maybe 2. Yeah, doesn't the MLB still do that? Don't they do like a free YouTube game every week or something like that on Wednesdays? Or is that something they discontinued? Mitch Marner driving the net, not going to go to the far side. Puck goes loose. What happens when you face the love of your life? Oh, Marner down low. Over to the near side to Eichel. Working around to Shea Theodore, back to Eichel. Eichel working around near side, passing down, goes by Marner. Over to the near side, up to Eichel. Eichel working his way up to the point. Theodore Eichel shot. Chance in, punched in by Pavel Dorofeyev. Mitch Marner also in the area. Man, let's see. What happens when you face love of your life without looking for what you do? Or what do you do? I don't know. I honestly don't know. MLS has 1 free game a week and 0 free playoffs. And you get all games on radio for free. Yeah, so you get them for free on the NHL app for radio, but I think the NFL does that too. I feel Montreal is very hungry right now to get back to... Oh, absolutely. Montreal is ravenous. Ravenous. Man. But they have a free Roku games now. And Fox has Saturday night, and a very rare case ABC. It's only be TV to ESPN, so that's gone. Oh my gosh. Yeah, anything that gets to ESPN, they're going to put their grubby little fingers on it. Don't get me wrong. I like what the NHL is doing, saying that you only need the ESPN app. But like ESPN gets their fingers in everything, and half the time they end up jacking up the prices. Oh my gosh. I think it's a thing, it's just not on YouTube anymore. Okay, I was about to say, because I know a few years ago I was watching a game on YouTube. But here we go to the near side. The Ducks trying to move it through center. Into the offensive end they'll go. Around the far side towards the near. By Hannafin. I checked 2 weeks ago, it's not there. Ah. Drats. So we're going to around now out to the far side. The Knights in their own end with the puck. And moving it out the near side. Montreal goes all the way and wins the cup. Might start a trend for all Canadian teams to win every year, like USA teams have done for years. The problem is, just by pure statistical odds, right? You have how many Canadian teams? Vancouver, Calgary, Montreal, Edmonton, Ottawa, Toronto. I know I'm missing some. Hold on, let's go west to east. Vancouver, Edmonton, and Calgary in Alberta or in Manitoba. Winnipeg, That's Alberta and Manitoba down. Winnipeg. Ottawa. Toronto. Montreal. I think it's like 7. I think it's like 7 teams. So not even like around a quarter of the league, give or take. Let's say I thought I was able to name them. So yeah, not even a quarter of the league is in Canada. So that's part of the problem. You know, doesn't have Pittsburgh Sportsnet, which sucks. Yeah, Pittsburgh Sportsnet, like, I think if they have any presence, it's uploaded after the fact. That's why I try to go live, to help people who don't have, you know, the ESPN Plus or that fun jazz. To give them an insight on the game and, you know, have a good time. So, yeah, I did name them all, which is good. Man, in the next 30 years, we will have, or be close to a Russia team. The problem is Russia has to repair its relationship with the West. The back-to-back cup wins are in play, or, it is. It is, don't get me wrong. But that's why the USA has been dominant for so long, because it's also the majority of the league. A vast majority is part of it. But yeah, the big problem with Russia is that they got to repair relations with the West. Russia's the nicest country to the West. Oh, you're funny. Oh, you're funny. Oh, man. Let me see. Let me go ahead and close you. That's Spotify. We can close you, close you, close you, close you, close you. Up there with Iran and Afghanistan. Oh, yeah, they're in the same company. Although Afghanistan wasn't terrible. The problem is the U.S. tried to reinstate a government, and the Taliban ended up taking that government over because it was not set up right. That was the problem with Afghanistan. They got too involved directly on setting up a new government for the Afghanis, and it blew up in their face. Canadian and Americans play on both sides of the border. That is true. That is true. I just see it, you know, there are definitely problems when it comes to Russia having a team right now. Oh, man. Are just gonna get better bullpen? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. The bullpen's been the issue for the Pirates for, like, ever. So, we're gonna round out towards the near side. Down low, Kolasar. Afghan was the ignored quiet kid who took his water boom to the school. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, it's just, that's what happened with Afghanistan. That was the problem. So, we will see. So over to the far side, down low. Really great. Jordan LeBron. I can't say. I mean, I don't know. I really can't say, because I'm not a big basketball guy. You think Pittsburgh will ever get an NBA team? I mean, it's not out of the question. Pittsburgh has the capacity to support another team. You know what I mean? Pittsburgh definitely has the capacity to do it. The only problem Pittsburgh would have with supporting an NBA team is breaking away from Pitt. Because right now, Pittsburgh basketball is mostly being, you know, is mostly Pitt. The Pitt Panthers. So you really have to kind of break that apart. Louisville will get an NBA team next up to Seattle and Las Vegas, who are coming in a few years. Well, we'll see. Looking at Carter Hart getting the puck out of his glove there. Oh, man. So we'll see. What's your favorite style pizza? New York, Sicilian, or Chicago style? Honestly, I'm totally fine with just a traditional. Any type of traditional pizza. Man. Who's the least of all time? Oh my gosh. Mexico City's also a favorite. I mean, I could see Mexico City, honestly, if they actually, you know. I could see that. But here we go to the near side. The Ducks circling the drain, sending it towards the net, not able to connect. And launched out to the far side. And here we go. Over to the near side, Troy Terry. Into the offensive end, he sends it. If anyone gets that reference, let me know in the chat. Terry! In fact, the U.S. has more Grey Cup winners than Canada does. Stanley Cups, Super Bowls, or World Series. As a more recent, yes. That is crazy. Oh, man. Chicago is a soup, not a pizza. Oh, man. But we will see. Working around now over to the far side. That's cool, seeing how the sun never sets now in the northernmost city in the U.S. Also, my WNBA championship to that list as well. Oh, man. So, we'll see. Working around now, over into the far side, behind the net of Dust Style to the far corner. And now, over to the near side, it's tied up. Uh-oh! But Aaron Barkov is playing in the World Cup. Oh, man, to get going because he hasn't played all season. I don't know. That would be interesting. But the Ducks getting a goal. Mikhail Granlund. Man. We will see. We will see. Let's take a look here. Oh, that is interesting. I mean, I get it because Barkov hasn't had a chance to play all season, so I do get it. But still. Bro, a dude caught a baseball with a bread bowl, a fly ball. Huh. But here we go, center ice draw, taken by the Ducks near side. Working it now into their own end, look home on the far side boards. Yeah, we'll see here now, over to the far side of the offensive end. Okay. Go back over to NFL Nerd. Did he finish his bread bowl? I don't know. But let's see here. Working around now to the far side, driving down low the Ducks. In the offensive end of the near side, tied up into the corner. Let me go ahead and open the cone, or open up the, do we have any new NFL schedule leaks? It does not appear that way. But now working around the far side. And now to the near, into the offensive end for the Ducks. Shot, not gonna go. Backing around to the near side, we got a whistle. And everybody's fighting everybody. Grab your partner, swing them round and round. It's time for a good old Southern hoedown. Hannafin in there big time. Also in there going to be the likes of McTavish, among others. McTavish and Hannafin were the big two. Holds a play in February against Arizona and LA. Nah. Only Flyers and Sixers getting swept within 24 hours of each other. That is awesome. Screw you, Philly. Screw you, Philly. Wait, really? That is interesting, seeing them players play in the World Cup, man. And ultimately going to the sin bin is going to be McNabb, so the Ducks are going to end up on the power play. Philly owns nothing. Philly owns nothing. So, I don't want to hear it. I'm just saying. The IAHF is getting going at some point. Let me actually see when that is. Let me see. You might be able to do some IAHF games too, depending on what networks they're on. Let me see. IAHF 2026. Ice Hockey World Championships. Oh, wow. That is like... Wow. That is like now. Wow. Games. How long does it go? Does it go into June is the question. Let me see. The semifinals. Let me go to the competition schedule. Oh no, it ends on May 31st. Okay. Okay. Although the timing... Oh, the timing. Oh my word. This time sucks. They're all morning. Are you kidding me? They were like all freaking mornings. Wow. That sucks. Like 10:20, 6:20. 3 o'clock, I think, is like the latest game. They're all freaking 10:20, 2:20. Oh my word. I know it's in Europe, but still. Man. That's unfortunate. That is rather unfortunate. But that doesn't mean we can't stream any. Most shows don't play on Christmas. That was hard to watch, especially when you have to go to different places. Oh, absolutely. It always is. It always is. I still need to make an NFL schedule prediction. We'll see. We'll see if I do. I might just predict a few games. But here we go. Gauthier to the far side. McTavish sends it down low. The Ducks are 1 for 1 tonight on 3 shots on the power play. Around the near side, Gauthier, top of the zone, launched out by the Knights. Into their own end, Lacombe. Over to Seneca. Gonna get a by down into the offensive end for Gauthier. Now around to the far side again. McTavish, Lacombe. Lacombe to McTavish, down low, near side, chance for Gauthier, not gonna go. Killorn to Gauthier. Moving it out now. Here come the Knights. Moving this puck up into the offensive end. Back on in behind the net. Over to the far side, Lacombe. You know, always morning is. What happens if players teams get eliminated from the playoffs? Do they go join their team in the World Cup to feel like they can win after losing? I don't know. The nice thing is it won't have any overlap with the World Cup, so... But now to the near side, Carlson in the neutral zone. Moving this puck around now for Carlson. Over to Granlund. Back again to Carlson. Carlson back to Granlund. Granlund through center, trying to penetrate the zone. He does. Over to the near side to John Carlson. Over to Troy Terry. Along the boards. McTavish tied up for that puck as well. Carlson in there, top of the zone. Kreider. Kreider to Granlund. Granlund sending it near side, gets past Carlson and cleared out by the Knights. With 20 seconds to go on the power play, that's going to put him in a really tough spot. Yeah, no, the IHF ends on May 31st. World Cup doesn't begin till mid-June. So they have like 2 weeks in between. But Carlson to Kreider, back to Carlson. Working that puck around the far side, Carlson to Carlson. We hit full strength. And moving it up to the offensive end, the near side corner, down low. Around to the far side. Tied up into that corner, trying to free it up. And trying to move it along the boards. Now to the near side, tries to hit Eichel, missing him. Oh, man. But yeah, the IHF, man, that's going to be cool. That's going to be cool. Well, let's see how puck gets launched out of play, though. But let's see here. Oh, that's why the Sabres lost tonight. Sabres fans were drinking from a Stanley Cup before Game 3. Oh, boy. Well, we'll see here. Taking a look at the upcoming games. Oh, man. But let's see. Over to the far side. And that puck going to get moved up by the Ducks to the point. To the near side, keeps it on side, is going to be Granlund. Sending it down and into the corner now to the far side. Taken back by the Ducks. 50 seconds to go in period number 1. Moved out by Vegas. Out to the near side. Oh, man. Okay, ready to roll. Over to the near side, into the offensive end for Vegas. Be interesting to see if Anaheim gets past Vegas and plays Colorado. They would feel like something to prove, and it might startle the Avalanche. It very well could. Like, I really feel like whoever wins this series is going to the Cup because the President's Trophy curse is going to strike. It's just a matter of when, and I think right now they have a chokehold on Minnesota as long as they play aggressive and get the first goal. But that is how we're going to hit the end of the first period here with the score. The Anaheim Ducks 2, the Vegas Golden Knights 1. But yeah. But yeah, just kind of taking a look on X to see if we have any news. Somebody believes that Michael Jackson didn't die on June 25th, 2009. But that he really did want to make a film that was something never seen before, but then he genuinely died in the meantime. I don't know, man. I know it's in baseball now, going to extra innings, they have the batting team and have a guy on second. Yeah. Exactly. They try to make the game end quicker. We get some munchies for yourself? I'm good. I'm good. I have made some munchies before the stream. So... let me just take a look here. It's okay, Subban dressing like a doctor. Oh my gosh, PK Subban, what are you doing? PK, no. Bro. Oh my word. Oh my gosh, yeah, PK Subban is dressing like a doctor. Oh my word. But we'll see. We will see. Just trying to see if we got any news over here. Let me know what you guys want to talk about as we are rolling through the intermission. As we are rolling. Okay. Man. Laboratory scientist? Is that because PK Subban is doctor? Are you on pineapple on pizza? So, I'm not a pineapple on pizza connoisseur myself, but I don't have a problem. I've worked in pizza enough to not hate it and see it as a sin. It's just not for me. It's not for me. I've seen a lot worse than pineapple on pizza. I have seen a lot worse. So, Pineapple on pizza is nothing. There has been a lot of some interesting pizzas I've seen. So, pineapple is nothing. Have you ever seen, you ever made for work? Oh, man. Well, one of them, there was this pizza I made. It was in my first, I think it was right around 1 year at Pizza Hut. I was working the make table, and this pizza comes through. That is like a lactose intolerant person's nightmare. They wanted a cheese pizza with extra cheese. And mind you, at our Pizza Hut, you got an extra half cup to begin with. So they wanted 3 stinking cups of cheese on that pizza. Why? That's too much cheese. I get extra cheese. I get double cheese. But you're getting a cheese pizza with triple cheese. I've also seen some pizzas where, like, the customers want it in a specific way. Like, they want none of their pepperonis cut. They want extremely light sauce. I had one guy call in and say they wanted a pizza half pepperoni, half Italian sausage, half pineapple. I had no clue what he wanted. It ended up getting to my manager, and he ended up trying to see what the other guy wanted, or what he wanted. And he said, "I'm sorry, sir, I don't think we can place your order today. Have a great rest of your day." Because he was adamant. He wanted one pizza that was half pepperoni, half pineapple, half Italian. And I said, "Do you want half of each half?" And he said, "No." I said, "Okay." Or I said, "No." I said, "Which half do you want the pineapple on, the pepperoni or the Italian half?" He's like, "No, half pepperoni, half pineapple, half Italian." And I said, "Okay. Well, did you want half of each half to be pineapple? I don't... No! Half pepperoni, half pineapple, half Italian." And I'm like, are you looking for like thirds, sir? He's like, "No, it's not that hard. Half pepperoni, half pineapple, half Italian." And he's starting to get agitated because he wanted half pepperoni, half pineapple, half Italian. And I go and say, "I'm sorry, sir, I don't think I'm fully understanding you. Would you mind if I grab my manager for you?" Keep in mind, I'd only been at Pizza Hut, right, for just over a semester at this point. I was there for like just over a semester, so I was still fairly new. So I handed over to my manager, right? And I say, "Okay, this guy wants a pizza, half pepperoni, half pineapple, half Italian. I've tried understanding what he wants. I don't get it." So I hand it off to my manager, and the first thing I hear him say whenever the guy says his order is, "All right, sir, what do you want on the second half of the second pizza?" Now, I didn't hear this, but I think he went back and said, "No, half pepperoni, half pineapple, half Italian. I don't want 2 pizzas." So eventually the manager's like, "I'm sorry, sir, I don't think we can place your order today. Have a great rest of your day." Like, click. Oh my gosh, that was one. Like, some interactions just come and go when you're in the food industry. You know what I mean? Some of them just come and go. They're the standard ones. But then you have some like that. Oh man. Or I had the one where a lady called the store like 3 times in one night because I was taking manager calls at this point. So I take this order, right? And I do my little spiel. "Thank you for calling, yada, yada, yada. My name's Jason. Let's be for pickup or delivery today." And then all of a sudden, this lady's like, "Oh, I just had a question on your wings, your bone-in wings. Is there 5 or 6 to an order? I can't remember." And I said, "Oh, ma'am, there's 6 to an order of bone-in wings." It's like, "All right, then I'll take 2 of those, please." So we get her wings in the order, right? And we send it out. A little bit later, she calls back, and it was for delivery, mind you, right? So she calls back, and I end up happening to picking up the phone on this, right? And she's like, "Oh yeah, I was just calling because I ordered from you guys, and I can't remember if it was 5 or 6 bone-in wings per order, but I only counted 5 in mine." And I said, oh my gosh, ma'am, I took your order. It is 6. It is 6, so we can go ahead and get those remade for you. She's like, oh, no, don't worry about it. You don't need to send someone out here. So I said, okay, well, let's go ahead and get you a credit, right? That was the next step in our process. And all of a sudden, you know, we give her the credit, and I think, okay, end of story. She calls back like an hour later. She's like, yeah, I recounted those wings, and there were actually 6, so I don't deserve that credit. I don't deserve it. I want you to take it off of my account. And so, you know, I talked to my manager. I'm like, okay, what are we doing here? I mean, we gave her the credit. She miscounted. She thought there was 5. There was actually 6, but we already gave her the credit. And I was like, just leave it on the account. It's too much trouble to take it off. Just let it happen. You know, because it's not up to the employee to determine if someone's abusing the system. That's up to management. So, you know, I say, oh no, man, it's fine. We already put it on your account. It's yours. Enjoy it. And she's like, but I don't deserve the credit. She's like fighting me to get this credit removed from her account because she miscounted the wings. Like, you can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up. But it's those things I look back on like, oh my gosh, those were the things. We're like, ma'am, it's fine. It's fine. Mistakes happen. We get it. It's fine. Enjoy it. Oh my gosh. But that was, oh my gosh. When you worked for Pizza Hut, do you remember the Bigfoot? How old do you think I am? How old do you think I am, Michael? When was it canceled again? Let's see, when... Oh yeah, that cheese one. That was a crazy pizza, man. Yeah, that was not a mouse. That was a rat. Yeah, like I'm just curious. How old do you guys think I am? Because the Bigfoot was removed from 1996. It was removed from the menus. I wasn't even born yet. Oh man. Yeah, I only worked there 3.5 years when I was in college. You don't look a day over 40. Oh my gosh. Oh man. You're actually really close, John. You're actually really close. But yeah. But there's a lot of things. And then this other guy calls, right? And this is one, like, these are the kind of people that I love the most when I'm working a retail job, right? The same night the lady called about the wings 3 times, right? This other guy calls, and I pick up the phone, and he's like, hey man, I just want to let you know, I ended up getting the wrong pizza. I'm fine with what I got. I'm not trying to complain. I'm not trying to start anything, but I want to let you know, because you might get someone else calling saying they got the wrong pizza, and they might not be so happy. And I said, all right, so we can get that remade for you if you like. He's like, no, I'm not trying to cause any trouble. I'm fine with what I got anyway. So we ended up giving him a credit, but he's like, he was like saying, no, I'm good. No, you're right, John, 23. But yeah, like, some of those, you just, like, those are the ones that you just don't forget, you know? Like, those little things. Oh, man. Oh, you offered this one? Nice. Yes, sir, Moss. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just out of college, so... Man, but the question is, who did the Sabres start game 4? Yeah, Habs had a massive win. Absolutely massive. Yes, sir. 2-1 Ducks. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. Man. Please not pay your student loans off under one condition. No, I can't do that. Okay. You like Philly cheesesteak? I'm not a cheese guy, so I'm not really a big Philly cheesesteak guy. Oh, man. Oh, see, looking at the quest for the cup. Only 7 teams remain. Oh, man. But yeah, we will see here. Man, just kind of taking a look here. Okay. Now, let's see. What can we do for you to order the really cheese pizza? No, that's not going to happen. Hey, Jason, how's the NHL challenge system work? If a goal is called a goal in the final, say minutes, they can't challenge it on field of if on field called a goal. I don't know. I honestly don't entirely know. Okay. Oh, we'll see. Oh, we will see. Oh, man. It'll be awesome if Pizza Hut had all-you-can-eat wing bar. That won't happen. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be... That'll be way too expensive. Toronto cannot call down and say there's like... is there, like, goal interference or something, I think. Huh. Toronto mini, wow. Crazy good hockey. Oh, absolutely, Moss. It's not that the wings take too long to make. It's that the wings are just more expensive. So the problem is, if you want the Pizza Hut buffet to stay at its like $11.99 or $12.99 price tag, they cannot put wings on it because that's going to up the price. I mean, the cost to make those wings, you know what I mean? For how many you can down, you're going to eat more value out of those wings than you will out of the pizza. The wings and the pizza take exactly the same amount of time to make. At least the Pizza Hut I was at, the oven took 7.5 minutes. Or was it? No, it was 4 minutes. About 3 minutes of prep time. Or was it 5 minutes? It was somewhere between 4 and 7 minutes. I can't remember exactly how long. It's been too long since I've been at that Pizza Hut. It's been actually over a year at this point since I was in Pizza Hut. I mean, they do, but also at the same time, you can bulk make wings. Like, you can make enough wings for like 4 people, 5 people, real quick. And the protein's gonna fill them up. But, you know, that's kind of where things sit. And that's kind of where I wouldn't mind seeing the Ducks back of the cup. I wouldn't. Like a wing pizza salad. You know, actually, when I was at Pizza Hut, one of the craziest things I made, because when we were portioning wings, boneless wings, we had certain sizes. Obviously, we're not going to give you a boneless wing that's that big and count it as a boneless wing. You know what I mean? They had to be, you know, pretty solid, you know, about 2 or 3 inches, you know, 2 inches long, about an inch or 2 wide. You know what I mean? So the ones that were too small, I would always take home. I would always fry them up myself and take them home because I'm like, they're just too small. I'm going to save money and bring those home. You know what I mean? But sometimes I would bake the boneless wings in the oven, send them through like twice. And then I would put them on the pizza. I would use I would put barbecue and sweet chili sauce together and put them on the pizza. Put it on the pizza, mix it up, put it on the pizza. Then put wings, the boneless wings on that pizza. That was an interesting one. And I've seen pizza with a french fry crust. Huh. I have not. Well, we're back here in Honda Center for the start of the second period. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of taking a look here. Does Pizza Hut give you lunch credit? So yeah, actually, when I was, at least it varies by the chain, but the Pizza Hut I was at, for every 4 hours you worked, you got a, oh, okay, hold on. You got problems. Okay. Nope, that's not the problem. There we go. I hate when this happens, when these things disconnect and the computer's like, screw you. But yeah, so how it worked is that $10 plus DQ is free for drink after 8 p.m. Okay. Well, at the Pizza Hut I was at, you were given for every 4 hours, you were able to get something off of the crew meal list. So, like, you could get, like, a Pizza Hut melt, a small 3-topping pizza, a personal pan pizza, up to 3 toppings. You could get an order of breadsticks, a pasta meal, which was pasta on the side of breadsticks. You could get 8-piece boneless wings. There was a lot of stuff that was on that list. You can get one for every 4 hours you worked. And on top of that, you got 50% off up to $15. So there were a lot of times, and sometimes the managers would say, hey, if you worked a double, instead of taking 2 meals, you could take 1, but upgrade that pizza to a medium. So you can't store them. The meals, the crew meals, they expire after your shifts end. So if you work a double shift, you get 2 meals. You can use them at the end of your shift, but you can't go back, let's say, tomorrow and get more and get those crew meals. You had to use them while you were working or right at the end of your shift. And has Duck Mask logo changed much, or was it mostly the colors? It was the actual Duck Mask that changed. It used to be just the D, like the little duck footprint D. But now it's the full-on mask. If your shift's at closed, you can use it. You can use it any time during your shift. So you could use it towards the end of your shift, but like before everything shuts down. So, but you had to use it that day. So a lot of times the closers would make the food, keep it in the warmer, and then do the warmer as like one of the last things they do before closing down. That way their food was still warm. I had to be there till close a couple times, so that's what I did those times as well. So okay. But yeah, over to the near side. Yeah, it's back to the Mighty Ducks logo, just color swap to the new orange. But here we go. Over to the far side. That's going to be Minchikov. Moving that puck up the far sideboards. That's the best perk of working fast food. Free food. Yeah, that is a good perk. The big thing is finding an environment that works as well. Because trust me, I've seen a couple of rough environments when it comes to the food industry. You know. And you know, that's just how things work out with that, you know. So, over to the near side, driving in Nick Dowd along the boards. Top of the zone. I like the Mighty Ducks logo. I think it has a little bit more personality than just a D. That's my gripe with the MLB. 90% of the MLB logos, as the Knights almost get a goal, but over 90% of MLB logos are just letters. Like, I want a logo, not a freaking acronym of the you know, city and team. You know what I mean? That's my gripe when it comes to baseball. But around the far side, trying to drive it in for the Ducks, not able to do so. Over to the near side, up top, Granlund, shot, not gonna go. Or sorry, that was Gochi, eh? Pizza might start rough, but when you get the hang of it, even when new items are added, it's still easy to make. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The big thing is just, getting into a system that works and getting into an environment that works for you. You know what I mean? Like, I found that I work best in Pizza Hut's type of environment. There was like, yeah, you were cross-trained on, your specials, your wings, any position on the make table, your roll, your cut. Uh-oh. Over to the far side, Vegas. Circling the drain. And out of the near side. It's gonna be Martyr passing back. Over to the near side of the offensive end. Driving on down. In the area behind the net, near side chance, and it's in for the goal. But yeah, that's the thing. I was talking about. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, like, I found best, like, at Pizza Hut, you were cross-trained on, like, dish, specials, make table, cut table, wing street, roll, but when you were working, you had one assigned position. Yeah, you might need to float a little bit because of, needs. Let's say wing street and specials both are not getting a lot of orders, but, like, you ended up being able to float because the specials person isn't really swamped, wings isn't swamped, but make table's going down. I've had to do that. But, like, you're being moved around, but you're assigned a certain area of the kitchen. You know what I mean? I've been in kitchens where it's like, you're everything. You're everything. You know what I mean? By the way, John, St. Louis and the Pirates' old logo used to have it. Man, I can't think of the other one. Not the Yankees. But over to the near side, centering, not going to go to the far side. Was Pizzone big when you worked at Pizza Hut? So it was. We didn't have the Pizzones when I was there. I was there from late 21 into early 2025. So that was, again, I can't speak for all Pizza Huts, RFK. That was just the Pizza Hut that I worked at in that franchise out in Indiana. So I can't speak for all of them. It is Cardinals and Yankees, huh? I did not know that. Oh my gosh. Bro, that Pizza Hut, though, I mean, the staff was great. And that's the other thing. Your experience in retail and service is going to be made by the people you're working with. That's your make or break. You know what I mean? No matter what you're doing, if you're there with good people and you guys can make it fun, like one of my managers at that Pizza Hut, man, we'd go out from time to time. We'd have a drink after work. Like, we'd go, I'd get off at like 4 or 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. on a Saturday. He'd get off at 8 and he'd say, hey, you want to go to cocktails after work? So I'd head back out because it was just a little bar right across the street. And we'd go over, grab a couple drinks after work. And, and there were people in the kitchen as well that were really chill people. Like, Bobby was another one. He was awesome. Yes, I'm name dropping these people, but, like, they were awesome. Like, they were chill. Bobby and I had a couple of times we went back and forth at a few things, but overall, Bobby was more good than bad. He's one of the Michigan guys. He's a good manager and only 2 or 3 good coworkers for a good time. Exactly. You can have a couple stinkers in the pot and still be fine. You know what I mean? But, like, a lot of the managers, I got along well with Trevor. Kinder was my go-to. Kinder was the one I really connected with. We actually have each other's numbers. We'll still text each other from time to time. Bobby spat in my food. Fire him today or I'll sue. Oh my gosh. But no, like, I get along with some of those managers. I got along decently enough with all the managers. You know what I mean? The general manager was an interesting fellow. He's not the fuzzy wuzzy. So when I was there, I worked for like 2 weeks under a GM, or under the first GM. He left to go to the police academy, and a new GM came in. Best guy ever. Absolutely incredible. Like, he would come in. He came in. I'll never forget this. This is why I truly respected him. Like, I truly respected my second general manager, the first one I really fully worked under. Like, he came in, and the first thing he did was he made sure I am going to have a meeting with every single one of the people that I have in my staff. I'm going to be the general manager, and I'm going to make sure I sit down and get to know each of these people for who they are. He took time out of the day to do that. No, I learned when he left to move on to become, I think it was like a life insurance sale broker or something like that. That, you know, not all general managers do that, even within the same corporate culture or even within the same corporate system. Because the next general manager came in and he wasn't bad, but it did take him a while to come around. So, you know, you definitely learn that. But even under both general managers, the management team was solid. But the two managers I hung out with the most were they were just great guys. Absolutely great guys. In fact, one of those managers actually ended up hooking up my parents when they came out because the car battery died and we needed a jump. So he ends up saying, hey, I got jumper cables in my car. You guys can use them. And then all of a sudden, he lends them to my parents all the way until my parents left. Like, my parents they were borrowing those jumper cables and had them in their car for like a week. I kid you not. That manager said, hey, you guys use them as long as you need. Before you guys go back to Pittsburgh, I'll just, you know, Jason can just grab them back and get them back to me. You use them as long as you need them. Like, not many people would do that. To say, hey, yeah, you can have my jumper cables for a full week. Take them as long as you need them. But they were really good people. They were really good people. And even some of the other employees there were really chill. One of them, I'll never forget. We'll call him Skylar. He was, he had a good heart, but not everything always clicked with him. Great kid. We'd have a lot of talks. You know, we'd be on the make table together and we'd just talk a lot. You know, we'd chat a lot. We'd, you know, all that fun jazz while we're working together. But, like, there were times, like, he was asked to put a bag of the pesto in the squeeze bottle. And I can't believe when I saw this, I'm like, oh my word. Instead of opening the bag of pesto and squeezing it into the squeeze bottle, he puts the bag of pesto in the squeeze bottle. Unopened. I'm like, oh my gosh. I love you, buddy, but, like, we gotta... We gotta get something. Some neurons gotta fire up in there. Oh man, but he was a great kid though overall. I mean, he really was genuinely trying the best he could. You know, and over time he did get a lot better. I only worked with him for like a year, but he did get a lot better as time went on. Did you teach him how to put pesto in a bag? Oh my gosh. There were a few things, but that was the one. That was the one where I'm like, oh my gosh. To the point where one of the other managers saw that and he's like, you know, I'm uncut. And he's like, hey, Jason, can you unstupefy this for me, please? And he hands me the bottle of pesto, or the squeeze bottle with the sealed bag of pesto inside. I'm like, are you, what? There's no way I'm looking at this right. There's no way this actually happened. Oh, man. But there were some interesting stories to be told from the Pizza Hut, man. Like, I can make a whole freaking or a whole animation YouTube channel just dedicated to these stories. He also made pizza but skip the oven step. He didn't do that. He wasn't that bad. But, like, sometimes the neurons weren't properly firing. I'll just say that. Great kid. Just not always with the neurons firing. You know, there were a few things out of my time there. Oh man, I also did reverse Halloween while I was there. Did you have a dessert pizza? We made them exclusively for the buffet, the pizza buffet. As like a little thing. We made like maybe 3 or 4 of those throughout the buffet. And Ville Huso gets tackled. Everybody is grabbing their partner now. There is a hockey game going on, believe it or not. We're just getting caught up in all these conversations. Oh, man. Let me see. Let me find the Yankees bat logo. Oh, the circle logo. Every time I think the Yankees logo, I think the NYY. Or the NY. Did I ever have a horrible coworker? Oh, my word, I did at one point. Throughout my whole time. It was this lady. She thought she was a manager. She's not a manager, but she saw herself as a manager. If you weren't on her good side, you were gonna face her wrath no matter what. I managed, and I learned that you don't fight. You don't say anything back to her because she's gonna snap back hard. And I'm not getting into a fight. You know, the one instant I'll never forget. And this showed me that the one manager really had my back. Is that this person comes over and says, you know, I'm in the middle of doing my specials preps in the morning, and she comes over, she's like, you need to do these eggs. You need to dice these eggs. And I'm like, you know, at that point, it's 10:30 in the morning. I'm not getting into a fight at 10:30 in the morning. Eggs will take me 2 minutes, whatever. So that's fine. But then the manager comes back, and I just say, hey, you know, just to let you know, I might be a couple minutes delayed on specials preps. I got to do these eggs now because this, you know, so-and-so came over and asked me to do that, right? He's like, no, she can do it when she has time. You're doing this for me. You are not doing those. You are not doing those eggs. You are not doing that. She can do it when she has time. Fun fact, he didn't get along too well with her either. So, so all of a sudden, I'm in the back doing my preps, and I just hear shouting down the make table of, you know, when I tell Jason to do something, you do not tell him to do anything else. She shouts back saying, well, he was in my way. And he's like, I don't care. You can do it when you have time. And I'm like, woo, he's got my back. He's got my back. Oh, man. She did have some coworker friends. But, you know, if you weren't on her good side, you were going to get, you know, she was going to be very short with you. And if you did something and asked her something that she thought was a stupid question, you were going to get snapped at. So, you know, I didn't say too much to her because I didn't feel like getting yelled at that place for just asking a genuine question. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Kraken is some kind of octopus. It is a giant squid from folklore. Man. But yeah, we are rolling here. Nick Dowd up against McTamish in the face-off circle. Gonna be to the right of Carter Hart. Or right of Dostal, not Carter Hart, my bad. Oh man. You have questions? Oh man. Ask away, John. As it's going to be battled along the far side, boards over to the near side, taken into the offensive end. Chased down behind the net far side. Now to the near side again, up through center, off the stick of Sissons. To the offensive end, wrestled away by the Ducks to the far side. Up through center, from Zellweger. And around to the near side. Moving it up through center to the offensive end. The Ducks getting it back. And do I take the pencil out of bag before putting it in the pot? All you those with. That's the kind of question she would scream at you for. Oh my gosh. I got a 2-liter down there. I'm sipping on it a little bit. I'm the only one drinking out of it, so, you know. Over to the near side. Despite the Pens lose, you experienced one game as a whole. How'd you feel about the experience? I feel like it was a really awesome experience. I mean, despite the fact that the channel got hit with a copyright strike that night, it really was a good experience. It's Mountain Dew. It's a 2-liter Mountain Dew. I picked it up from work yesterday. And another fight breaking out. This one in front of Carter Hart. Absolutely, John. You nail, head, bingo. We'll see what who ends up going to the sin bin after this altercation. Okay. I just couldn't get one on versus Canes. Absolutely. Oh, she did, and she did not like him. I can assure you that right now. She did not like Skylar. Not his real name, by the way. But like, she did not like Skylar. So, oh man, what's good, Living Large? How you doing, bro? I don't think she was there that night. I could be wrong, but I like asking those funny questions. Half messing around, trying to have fun. Yeah, and she was not the kind to want to have fun. So, you know, me and her clashed a lot because I was the kind of guy where no matter what, if I'm really behind on a project, whenever I was there, I'm like, how we doing? Let's go. Let's make some pizza. You know what I mean? I was always the positive guy. I was always the smile on the face, having fun. You know what I mean? That's just who I was when I was there. And she was the one that was like, this is work. It's work. I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? So, essentially, imagine that dynamic of SpongeBob and Squidward. You know what I mean? I saw a gun barrel in front of me. Oh my gosh, you fan of UFC at all? Not really, but I'll probably end up watching the fight on the White House lawn because why not? But, you know, we will see here. Better pizza usually comes from people who care. Exactly. Although I will never forget the time me and a couple of the other guys, especially when the negative doesn't help, I try. Exactly, Living Large. And that's my philosophy on this channel. There were a couple times, I'll be straight up honest with you. The reason I do this channel is because I love it. This is my hobby. This is, like, I don't have a lot of hobbies. I'll play some video games lightly, you know, but this is my hobby. So, like, when I'll level with you guys. There's been a couple times where I have been breaking down over tough decisions, not sure what to do, or just real world situations getting to me. And there's been times where I've been in tears before streaming. As soon as within an hour of streaming even. But as soon as I hit on the stream, it's like, hey, how are we doing? Let's go. Let's cover some sports. You know what I mean? As long as it's an environment that works for you, you'll love it. What's good, Stanley? How you doing? But like, as long as you find an environment that works for you, there's no reason to focus on the negative, you know? If you got a couple good people to work with, every day is a great day. You know what I mean? That was how it was when I was at that Pizza Hut all the time. It was, we always had a lot of good times. You know? There were times where, like, I'll never forget one night we were like 30 tickets to the right on rolls. We had like 60 active tickets in the kitchen, right? And every time that stupid screen would go, boop, which is a signal that another order, or a boop. You know what I mean? So like, every time we'd do that, we'd be like, hey, there's another one. We'd always have a lot of fun. We always have a lot of fun. Oh, man. But up and into the offensive end, the Ducks sending it towards the net, not able to go. But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of times where we had some really good ones. Who's winning the game today for ice hockey? I'm good. Well, right now, it's a tie game 2 apiece, and both teams really have had good quality chances. So it's really been a close game at both ends. But we've ended up so far off on a tangent. But I don't mind it. If you guys don't mind it, I don't mind it. But yeah, I mean, that's just really how it is, you know? And that's why I would love to make this my job, because no matter what happens, no matter what's going on, like, I'll level with you guys. Right now, I'm stressed. outside of YouTube, I am stressed. There is a lot of decisions and a lot of change happening in my life. And it's a lot of stress. I'm not gonna lie. But when I'm here, everything else is irrelevant. Everything else is irrelevant when I'm here. You know what I mean? Like there is stress in my life right now, and enough of it. But like, it is really much so that because I truly love doing this, none of that crap matters. None of it. And that's one of the biggest things I can tell audience. Find something you love. Find something you're passionate about. And make that a priority alongside your needs. Because if you don't, you're going to bottle it up, and then at some point, kaboom goes the dynamite. You know what I mean? Finding a way to just find something you love that no matter what's going on in your life, you can just enjoy it. Let's see. Oh man, if you had a video game stream, which game would you stream? And to share with us of a game you like to play when you're in the mood to play one? Well, I've been playing a lot of Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. There's like, it is right now in Honda Center in Anaheim, California, Stanley. But Michael, I've been playing a lot of Tomodachi Life Living the Dream lately. That's been my outlet through the stress when I haven't been live. Has just been, you know, chill in bed, play some Tomodachi Life, chill game, you know. But that's the thing, and that's really one of the things I'm longing for right now, is I'm longing for another environment like that Pizza Hut. I know it's going to be difficult to find, but like, once you have that environment, and that's the thing, and this is something I do recommend for people. Not that you should ever willingly put yourself in a bad situation, right? But having your first experience of a job being in a rougher environment is a lot better than being in a great environment and then going to a bad environment. You know what I mean? Try to 6 hours of work. It wouldn't even be worth the gas at that point. Plus, I wouldn't be able to stream with you guys. So, plus the other thing is that, you know, the flexibility was nice. I wouldn't be able to make ends meet, though, out there is the problem. I was able to make ends meet in college because I didn't have student loan payments, but, like, now I got a lot of student loan payments. You're on the way over there. I have to pay for mobile data. I pay by the gig. Oh, man. But, yeah, like, honestly, if you can find something that you love, and that's why I've been really grinding hard on this channel, because this is something that if I could ever turn this into a job, this would be another case of Pizza Hut that I used to work at. An environment where it's chill. You know, it's no matter what's going on, there's always a smile. Even if the Pens are getting shafted 10-0, we're still having a good time. You know what I mean? We're still having a good time. We're still enjoying everything. So, again, and that's like, not that I'm doing this for the money. I'm not doing this for the fame. I'm not doing this for living large. I'm doing this to find a way to maybe carve out an income for myself to where I can sustain myself. Put a little bit away, maybe get a couple things here and there. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to build with this. I just want to build something that I can live a nice, humble life, make my ends meet, maybe go to a few sporting events, have a little bit of discretionary money, save some away for the future. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be the next, you know, my track, honestly, I think it aligns a lot more with Queso than anyone else. You know, maybe Jacksepticeye. I feel like a mix between Jacksepticeye and Queso. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I'm not doing this for the fame. They're doing it for the fame. For me, I want to do something that I enjoy, that I love, and be able to turn that into a living. You know what I mean? No matter what's going on, no matter what stress I have, every time I'm here with you guys, I am here, and none of that matters. Because I love it. Because I found something that I love. And if I could ever leverage this into a job, I would do it in a heartbeat. The big problem right now is the student loan payments. Those suck. Oh, man. Be like Mr. Beast. Risk your entire life on 2%. That's the problem, is that the student loans are the problem. You plans for Dad next month for Father's Day? So actually, I already had to talk to Dad because I might be going camping that weekend. I've never gone camping. It's probably going to end up being a vlog on the channel. Because I do want to focus more on some long form content. I have a putt-putt vlog coming up. A couple other videos I want to work on. Really just kind of what I want with this channel is I want to be able to do the live sports streams. But maybe leverage it to a point that we can do some live sports coverage. And then other nights we can just have a chill chat stream. You know what I mean? Chill out, chat, maybe play a game, you know, Penguins East Zero, Charlie style. You know what I mean? That's what I'd love to be able to make this channel into. Yeah, do sports maybe 4 nights a week. And then be able to just have some chill streams where we can just chat, maybe play some games, have a good time. You know what I mean? Like, that is what I really want to turn this into eventually. So I want to make some other videos, and it's not just going to be sports videos. You know, there's a couple vlogs coming up. There's the another Penguins. That video is not going to happen because I didn't get any footage. But what's good, Joda? How you doing, bro? Still try to stream like a very with a very calm video game on the background, like Cookie Clicker, like Tomodachi Life or Minecraft. You know what I mean? Just be able to chill, have a good time, and you know what I mean. Have a couple of those streams a week. You know what I mean? Like that is what I would really love to see for this channel. That's my vision. Be able to grow this channel enough, have enough people here to make it worthwhile to do those kind of streams. Have a good time, chat, hang out, do whatever. You know what I mean? And just be able to make this something where it's just something that I could do to live a nice, humble life. You know? That's where I truly want to be. That's, you know, if this channel ever gets to a point where it's making like big boy bucks, that's just that's not going to happen. I'm telling you that right now. I don't see a world where that happens. But if I can end up pulling enough just to make a modest living. You know what I mean? Or play an NHL hockey game or any sports game. I've played NHL Slapshot for the Wii. I played a lot of Maddens for the Wii's. Or for the Wii. But yeah. And we got a big fight breaking out here after a penalty on the far side to the left of Carter Hart. Another one. Oh my gosh, gamble every cent on green. But honestly, like if I'm being real with you guys, that's my vision for this channel. That's my long-term goal. And it's gonna be in his timing. It's gonna be in God's timing. If it be in God's will, it's gonna be in his timing. And that's just something I gotta sit with and something I gotta know is gonna happen. You know what I mean? I pray over this channel consistently. I try to bring the verse of the day when I can. You know, I know it's been a little inconsistent as of late, but I try to. I do. Oh, man. This is going to be a Ducks power play. Let me go ahead and put that up. You cross stream on Twitch and IG? Yeah, the problem is that takes money. That's the problem, is that in order to do those, like, you need, like, the actual platforms that can run, like, $20 a month, if they'll even work. I used to have that when me and a buddy, we did like a Pokemon channel back in the day, but it never really went anywhere. But like we tried to multi-stream and then all of a sudden the multi-streaming stopped. And it stopped working through Streamlabs. So I would have to pay for those other platforms. Oh, it is incredible how much Madden has changed over the years. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of... That's the thing. I would love to be able to make this into something like that, you know? And that's where I'm working on all these other videos. And that's where I'm, you know, doing a lot of this other stuff to make it happen. You know, I am trying to pour as much as I can into this channel. Because this is what I truly want in life. And I know it. I know that this is what I truly want. I've been doing YouTube off and on for over 11 years. I uploaded my first YouTube video, I think it was January of 2015. Was the first YouTube video I ever uploaded. As a 12-year-old. Yes, YouTube, I broke your TOS when I was a kid. What are you going to do about it now? I'm 23. I'm a big boy now. I'm a big boy now. But like, you know. Back then, I tried it thinking, okay, it's a fun little creative outlet. I already told you guys what it is. 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'll re-release it. You know what I mean? I already told you guys that. I told you guys that at the beginning of the year. If we manage to somehow hit 20,000 by the end of the year, end of the calendar year 2026, I will re-release that old video. I will download the video, maybe polish it up a little bit if I can, maybe leave it unedited, or maybe do a reaction video to that video. You know what I mean? I'll probably end up doing a reaction video to that video and uploading it. But we gotta hit 20,000 by the end of the year because that's crazy. We're a fan of The Simpsons. Oh my gosh, yeah. Actually, I was actually just watching The Simpsons while setting up this stream tonight. I was watching The Simpsons while setting up the streams. Look over to Gautier, not gonna go to the far corner. No. No botting. No botting. You should know better. So here we go. Lacombe passing over to Seneca. Gonna go on up into the offensive end. I'm saying 20,000 subscribers that are genuine as the Ducks get a goal. Because again, the reason for the subscriber growth is not just to have a bigger subscriber number. The reason for wanting the bigger subscriber number is to help grow an audience. You know what I mean? Who cares if the channel has 100,000 subscribers or 90,000 subscribers if each stream only pulls in 500 to 1,000 views because it's just a bunch of bots? Nobody cares. I don't care. Lots of loves is oh man. Having lots of subs and low views is worse than low views and low subs. Exactly. Exactly. And that's what I want to avoid. Later in life, I did not know Bart's voice. Yeah, that is weird. Like, Bart is voiced by a woman. Like, that is interesting. Same with Nelson, I think. Isn't Nelson voiced by the same lady? Or something like that? But, bro, why does Homer's voice actor look so much like Homer? Like, oh man. Over to the far side though, working it around. Up through center. The 40-year-old man having a high-pitched voice. Oh my gosh. But now to the far side of the offensive end, driving it on along the circle, down low into the corner. 1:30 to go here in period number 2. Over to the near side, up through center into the offensive end. He launches it. Taken down by Dorofeyev to the far side. Trying to move it on up, taken back by the Ducks. Up through center, they'll dump it. Into the offensive end behind Carter Hart. Okay. They taking it out now near side, top of the zone, driving down Marner. Passing across. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the row of Futurama has so much Homer in them. Absolutely. I'm gonna go wrap up for the night, then I'll be back. Okay, all good, bro. We'll catch you in a bit, RFK. But now over to the near side of the offensive end, working around. Shea Theodore sends it down and gonna be deflected by Dostal, but to the near side, the Ducks are gonna go ahead and move this one out. Up through center to the near side, sending it across now far side, up into the offensive end they go. Chased down into the corner, near side, launched all the way out, and taken back to the near side. Back on in behind the net, wing to wing near side, Minchukov. Over to the far side, sending it up. All the way up on into the neutral zone. Into the offensive end, taken back Beckett Seneca. Looking to go back into his own end of the near side. Trying to create some room. With 12 seconds to go in the period to the far side. Shot deflected by Carter Hart. Over to the far side. The Ducks back on it again. Never mind. The Knights will clear it out. And that is going to take us to the end of period number 2 with a score. The Anaheim Ducks 3, the Vegas Golden Knights 2, and we got a fight. Nick Dowd getting into it big time there with Beckett Seneca. The two ending up on the ground still wanting a piece of each other. Wowzers. So we'll see here what ends up happening out of that. Lauren getting grabbed by Sissons, and now another fight breaks out. That's going to be Trouba getting involved there. These two teams literally want to murder each other. Do you mind? Do you mind, Vegas? Oh boy. Put this up over here. So we'll see what, if any, penalties are assessed. What's better, cartoons? I was always a Nickelodeon kid. Cartoon Network had good ones, but I was a Nickelodeon kid. I know Nickelodeon was very top-heavy in its quality. But I was always a Nickelodeon kid. Just who I was. Growing up, it was always Nickelodeon. The playoff series do teams? Oh, absolutely. And real quick, I just want to take a minute real quick. Just to say a huge thank you to all of you who have checked in on that video. The tier list video of the goal horns. Like, honestly, you guys have been blowing my mind on that video. I've been watching it. It's always in there. It's always in my top 5 most viewed videos every 48-hour period. Like, that is something that when I first released a video, I'm like, well, that was a dud. Because in the first in the first week, it only had 84 views. And it pulled in 40 views after the first, 3 days and then died relatively. So I'm like, well, that was a dud. But you guys have really been, eating that up as of late. I love Ren and Stimpy, especially the episode where you first hear Happy, Happy, Joy, Joy. I was never really a Ren and Stimpy guy. That was before my time. That is something that is really crazy. I am looking at doing more tier lists. I want to get a few tier lists together. Because, honestly, you guys are blowing that out of the water. That, and every time I travel, I'm making a vlog now. I am confirming that. Every time I'm going out on, a trip, little vacation thing, I'm bringing you guys along after the fact. Because that vlog has also been evergreen. Been a while since you did that with your dad. Oh yeah, that was back in February. But yeah, should you visit this luxury resort in 2026? The Rocky Gap video. That's been another one that's just been like a linear line. And it's just bonkers. It is just bonkers to see the level of support on those videos. You know? No matter what, those are now going to be on there. Those are going to be in the rotation of videos. February's been 3 months ago. I know, it's crazy. Also, watch out over the summer. There's going to be some golf vlogs probably as well throughout the summer. Rugrats, Doug, Hey Arnold. I did watch a lot of Hey Arnold on Nick at Night as a kid. Bugs Martin Live, I remember a lot from watching Nickelodeon. S Tier Blues, A Tier Lightning, and Penguin. Yes, sir. You're going to stream CFB? We might. We might stream a couple games of college football this year. I really got to look at the schedule and see kind of what the marquee games are. And it also depends on what my schedule is going to be like, because I don't know what my schedule is going to look like. My schedule is really kind of messy right now, because I'm in the midst of... I'm in one job, but I'm going to be looking for another job because I don't see a way of making ends meet at the job I'm at now. I took it because I'm like, it works with the schedule and I might be able to make ends meet. I don't see that after the first, after the first little bit there. I don't see it. But, because I'm in the midst of I don't know what my schedule is going to look like. You know what I mean? I don't know. So, I mean, I'd love to. It's a great thought. It's a great idea. I just don't know if I can make it happen. But I am looking forward to I am looking forward to being able to do these golf vlogs over the summer again. Because I did have a lot of fun with them. So, you know, that's kind of my thought process there. Ever been to a practice at Trobe? I always thought it would be cool to see him meet some Steeler players. I never have. But, let me see here. See if I can find the dates. Let me see how far away it is, though, real quick, because that's another thing I got to consider. It's St. Vincent College. How far away is it? If I start from home, it is an hour away. The 2-hour round trip. Depending on my schedule, I might make the trip. Because that would be cool. That's been one of the things on my bucket list. Is go to Steelers training camp at one point. Whether that be this year, whether that be next year, whether that be a year in the future, I don't know. But that's something I would love to be able to do. You know? But I do think I want to do some more vlog-y type videos. Because I really enjoy those. And it just allows me to kind of show, you know, what I do when interesting things come up. You know what I mean? Oh, actually, that's out by Ligonier. Man, I was out at Ligonier at one point. This place? Oh my gosh, it was. I think. Was it? Yes! This was the exact place that my church had a youth retreat every year. They called it Escape. And everybody stayed in the little house, and you know, you had a little fire pit back in the back. Whole bunch of other stuff around the campgrounds. Oh my gosh. That takes back the memories. That brings back the memories. That was all the way out there. That's actually almost out at Idlewild too. Wow. That is far. Oh man, it sounds like something Aaron Rodgers does before the season. It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me. Bro, PK Subban walking around in a Tucker Psychology jacket. Like, that's just crazy. That is crazy. Let us see. Let's see here. Just kind of taking a look. Oh, man. But yeah. We will see. But like that's one of the things I want to do this summer. I want to do a lot more vlog-y type videos. And like I'm working on one now. I'm hoping to have it out Wednesday. It might be out more like Friday. It really just depends on how much editing I can get done tomorrow and Tuesday. To be able to determine how far we get. 99 cents if you drink the... No, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. Oh, man. No. Hey, what? That is actually a good point. What does RSVP mean? The dang French RSVP, respondez s'il vous plaît? For please respond. Bro, no. I am not going to use RSVP anymore. I am not going to use RSVP anymore. Oh, man. Well, let's see. Just kind of take a look here. I didn't remember a female goalie in the NHL, even if it was just preseason games. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. What does it mean? Is it French? Yes, RSVP stands for Respondez s'il vous plaît, which is French for please respond. Oh, man. But yeah, we will see here. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. We have 7:40 to go here until the third period of action. In English, it'll be PR, but PR doesn't sound like something like that. Oh, man. Well, we'll see. Just kind of taking a look, see here. As we are rolling our way through intermission number 2 here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yo, what's good, Jim? Yo, what's up? It's Yoletta out here for an adventure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're rolling our way here. Just kind of taking a look on X, see if we got any news. Are you aware of the Pittsburgh female football team? The Pittsburgh Passion. I was aware of that. I saw, you know, all the Pittsburgh Passion stuff. I never really watched any of their stuff, but yo, it looks like we got an Anaheim Ducks fan up out here. Oh boy. Well, you'll get along well with RFK, man. Oh boy. Let me see here. Abso-frickin-lutely. Oh, man. Oh, Pittsburgh all the time up in here. So, we will see. Oh, boy. Man, but yeah, just kind of take a look at some of the highlights in the Buffalo game. Man, Buffalo got hosed tonight. Okay. But yeah, just kind of rocking our way here as we have some time through this intermission. Okay. So yeah, we shall see here. Okay. On Thursday, you have any beverages that are blue and... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think I know who you are. Oh man. I think I know who you are. Well, let's see. Okay. And I'm doing bad. Oh my gosh. I knew it. Okay. No duck hunt. No duck hunt. What movie genres you enjoy if you had to watch you had time to watch a movie? Well, so actually we just went and saw Michael on Friday. Great movie. Great movie. Highly recommend it. And they really did open the door to keep it ready for the second movie that's coming out as well. That's gonna be one that's high on my watch list. We did watch, like David, I Can Only Imagine 2, some of the more, Christian ones. I also have been wanting to watch the second FNAF movie, because that's, that was something I watched. I did watch the Minecraft movie. Those were, the Minecraft movie, for what it was, wasn't terrible. You want a friend to join? Oh, man. There's a few movies I'll watch from time to time. Okay. Man, Knicks fans in Philly are handing out flyers of Embiid getting postered like that. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. That is awesome. Welcome back, Stanley. Welcome back. Okay. So we'll see. So about 90 seconds to go here till period number 3. And we'll see. We will see.
Neighboring community there.
What? Welcome to Mississippi, where the firing squad is legal. Think twice. That's a great billboard. Oh my gosh. Toy Story 5 is coming out? Man. We watched some of the Toy Story movies. They weren't bad, but yeah. It's all right. Yeah, Michael was a great movie. So, well, we're getting ready here. Period number 3. The Knights are going to be on the power play after what happened at the end of period number 2. And we'll see. Cars 4. Laser Mario movie, bros. Movie was a fun watch. I think it's on Peacock, so I think I can actually watch it. I might have to check it out. So we'll see. Here comes the center ice draw. From our Galaxy movie is released on April 1st, 26. Yeah, I think one of those is on Peacock. And we'll see over to the near side. Vegas working around top of the zone. Eichel to Shea Theodore. Down to Dorofeyev. Back to Theodore. Near side for Eichel. Up to the point, Theodore with a chance over to Marner. Not able to connect. Over to the far side. Dorofeyev down low for Marner. Back down low behind the net. Trying to find somewhere to go. Near side, Eichel. Top of the zone. Theodore shot. Deflected by Dostal. Kept in by, never mind, offside. Here's another Cars 1-3 movie. I'll take a look at that after the stream. Oh, man. So, we'll see. We will see. But now, over to the near side, Dorofeyev back to Eichel. Across to Theodore in his own end. Theodore across to Eichel, cycling around near side, looking to move it through center. He does, into the offensive end. Eichel back across, Theodore kicked out by the Ducks, launched out near side. And Carter Hart just going to sit on that puck. Okay. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we will see. We will see. So, looking at Carter Hart. It's duck season. Oh my gosh, it's RFK. How many alts do you possess, man? How many alts? You have what, like 20,000 of them at this point? Oh, man. But the Ducks going to send it into the offensive end. If they touch it, should be offside. Let's can go back to the neutral zone. Not enough. I will take a look, Stanley. I'm going to take a look after the stream, though, probably, because I don't want to get hit with copyright. We're already on thin ice as it is. So, Theodore down to Dorofeyev to the far side, back across, Hurdle, top of the zone. Shea Theodore. Moving it around, near side to Eichel. Eichel down along the boards, back down to Marner. Driving, pushing the net. Not going to go over to the far side again. Going to be launched around Dorofeyev, sends it down. Into the corner, near side. And launched out by the Ducks. Knights giving chase, Shea Theodore. Out of his own end. And now back over to Anderson, Rasmus Anderson. I play for Looney Tunes in Space Jam with Michael Jordan. Oh my gosh. So we'll see. Back over towards the near side, over to the far top of the zone. Dorofeyev shot. Power play did expire, by the way. That's about Lady McQueen in the Piston Cup season, including all World Grand Prix. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So now top of the zone, Dorofeyev near side shot, kicked away to the far side again. Now I will destroy the Ducks like Daffy. Oh, man. So here we go to the far side, moving that puck up through center. The Ducks getting it back in their own end, near side, sending it up. Into the offensive end, off of Troy Terry to the near side, along the boards. Moving that puck down low, back on in behind the net, Troy Terry! And Bugs is not Wabbit season yet. Oh my gosh. And now top of the zone shot, not going to make it out to the far side again. Oh, excuse me. Moving around near side with that puck. Uh-oh! Ever seen the movie Cars? Oh yeah, I know. I did watch the Cars movies as a kid. Wow, so here we go. The Ducks into the offensive end. Shot goes wide, near side, chance. With it is going to be McTavish. Down low, behind the net, near side. Up to the top of the zone, across from Ian Moore. Shot! kicked away to the far side. That's going to be off of the stick there. Now to the top of the zone. More shot deflected. He scores! The Ducks take a 4-2 lead. Wow. A big lead. Okay. So yeah, we shall see here. Okay. Man, a beauty right there, going right through everyone. Okay. So now over to the far side, the Ducks to the near side. I did watch Wally as a kid too. Launched up behind Carter Hart to the near side. This postseason, the Ducks are 3-0 following a loss. They're trying to make it 4-0. And here we go. Out to the far side, sent down low. The Ducks. Top of the zone, cleared out now to the near side, wing to wing. From Carlson back to Carlson. And over to the near side, centering to the far again. For part of this game, I mean, it's been a really good game at both ends of the ice. Both teams have had quality chances on both ends. And Anaheim has just been able to find ways to get past Vegas. Vegas is trying to find something, but they're not as organized in the offensive end. And the Ducks have had a couple of like fluky type of goals. That's really the difference in this game. Here we go, over to the near side, chasing it down in the offensive end, now around to the far side. From DeSticka Johnston, top of the zone, the Ducks down low again, back along the boards. Looking for help near side, shot by Trouba, not going to go. Over to the far side, goes past Shea Theodore, and the Knights are going to move it up. Along the boards, far side, and taken to the near, into the offensive end, and they'll send it. Around the near side, boards down low, out to the far side. Gonna try and move it on up. Have you ever been to China? I have not, but I have a friend who's been to China. I have a friend who's been to China for work. He actually just came back a couple weeks ago. Still haven't seen him since he came back from China because he hasn't been to the last two Friday night Bible studies. But okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this and do this and do this and do that. Oh man. 8 duck eggs in China. Oh my gosh. So here we go, over to the far side, the Knights moving it up through center. Out to the far side, down low, behind the net, near side, puck goes out of play. Oh, your friend, was he, so he was working with a company. You know, he's someone that I've known for a while. I do not hunt. I do not hunt. Okay. Not even ducks or wabbits. Nope. It's not PDF. It's another friend. PDF does not work abroad. He has not worked abroad. A Barbashev shot and kicked back in behind the net, near side, now to the far. Along the boards. Big tie up there. One of the kids in the front row getting right up on that glass, as you do. Down low, it's going to be the Ducks trying to move it on out. That's going to be from Killorn. Now top of the zone through center. Here come the Ducks into the offensive end, but it's a 1-on-3. And losing it to Vegas, near side. Favorite color? Ooh, that's a toughie. I do like royal blue. Like a royal blue. But I do like the yellow that we use on this channel. On all the thumbnails, that's Xcode FFD800. I have that off the top of my head. I use it all the time. I do like that shade of yellow for something that pops. But I do like a royal blue. That's why the channel background or the banner's royal blue and all that stuff. But yeah, the FFD 800 is right up there above the sheet of the ice. Let's see. Okay. Yes, I outweigh in numbers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the closest thing to it is like almost like a poop brown. Is 4-6 no, hold on. Dark red or deep orange. That is 672A29. But now over to the near side, down low, behind the net, Zellweger to the far side, tied up for that puck along the boards with Beckett Seneca, and trying to move that puck up. I like... Oh my gosh. And now to the near side, Marner sends it wide of the net out to the far side, moving it along the boards, taken back by the Ducks. Up in the neutral zone, the Knights getting it back, wing to wing, near side, Marner dumps it to the offensive end, he sends it behind the net to the far side along the boards, trying to send it down low again towards the near side. Along the boards, launching it up the near side again, top of the zone, cleared out, and Vegas gets it back. Out of their own end, near side, flipping it up through center, passing across, loose puck taken back by the Ducks. Up the near side, through center, into their own end, the Knights with that puck. And gonna take it slow a little bit. Gonna take it slow, low, 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 low. Got them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. Over to the near side, along the boards. You ever work on Khan Academy and IXL or just YouTube? I've only done videos on YouTube. I've never worked for Khan Academy or IXL or anything like that. I've done a little bit of Twitch here and there. There was a time I tried to multi-stream to multiple platforms using Rumble as an intermediary, but it just didn't work. And so far these playoffs, no multi-goal third period comeback wins in the playoffs this year. 2 in team history. So this is all but a death sentence for Vegas. They just got to wait out these next 11 minutes. Over to the far side, the Ducks passing across near side, deflected. Shot by, from McTavish. Out to the far side, and we got a whistle. Oh, man. Woo! That's a cool little arena there. 3, 2, 1, file. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, they're going to a commercial break here. We're going to take a look on X, see if we got any news. Didn't the Cars movie your favorite? I honestly couldn't tell you if I had a favorite. I don't think I can tell you if I had a favorite. So. Let's see. Oh my gosh. But yeah, just seeing if we got anything newsworthy here. Oh my gosh. Lightning McQueen, the rookies, yes sir. Oh man. So we'll see. My gosh. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we shall see. I have no clue what in the world's going on there. But we're back, ready to roll here for the rest of this game. Oh, man. But yeah, we will see. So, waiting on the shot here. It's actually an Anaheim power play. Net result of this. For 156. Looking at Jay Woodcroft, an assistant coach of the Ducks. And here we go. Any country that starts with C. Canada, Chad, Cuba. China as well. So there's 4. At least. Gauthier. Down low to Seneca. To the far side, Killorn. Top of the zone, Lacombe. To the far side, McTavish. Down low along the boards, McTavish. Circling. Down again to Seneca. Back at Seneca. And along the boards again. Tied up, McTavish. To the near side, Killorn, sending it along the boards to Gauthier. And Gauthier, top of the zone now to Lacombe. Lacombe down to Seneca. Seneca, chance, Killorn, shot! Rebound chance for McTavish! Not able to punch it. Okay. So here we go. The Knights, shorthanded opportunity, near side, shot for McNabb, not gonna go. Rebound to the top of the zone, taken by Chris Kreider. And now we'll see. 52 seconds to go here in this power play. And it's going to be Lacombe. Up through center, passing back to Carlson. Carlson to Troy Terry. Go to the far side, Kreider. Kreider, Terry. Terry. Top of the zone for Carlson. Over to Granlund. Granlund back on down to Carlson. Top of the zone. Carlson across. Terry! Not going to go. Over to the near side. Carlson again. Top of the zone. Oh, yes, Cambodia. That's a good one. Cameroon. Carlson over to Terry. Shot not going to go. Oh, man. So now out to the far side. Chasing it down. Going back to full strength here. And here we are. Back on in behind the net is going to be the Ducks. Out to the far side. What's the best spot to stay in Richmond, British Columbia, Canada? I couldn't tell you because I don't know. I don't know. But back on in behind the net, over to the near side, the Knights. Moving this puck along the boards up through center. Into the offensive end they go. Far side, driving on down with a chance. Not gonna go. Back on in behind the net. That's VL to the near side. Along the boards. I'm going to try and punch it out near side if they can. Not able to move it, though. And going to get launched up. Out from the stick of VL. Over to the near side of the far. The Ducks into the offensive end. Losing that puck over to the Knights. Near side. Off the stick of Hannafin. Up through center. He sends it. Now around to the far side. You look like Jack Black, the actor. I am Steve. I thought I would think more queso, but you know. Oh my gosh, my hair's like actually starting to get like all floopy. Like oh my gosh. It's like chicken jockey. Oh, man. Over to the near side. Launched up by the Ducks. And that puck ends up out of play. Where's all the popcorn? I said the thing. We were supposed to get a lot of popcorn in the chat. Right now, on Iran and Israel right now, there is. Geopolitics is a crazy thing in the world right now. But, like, I would have thought I have more of the queso physique. But that is like, weird now. Like, my hair is, like, actually starting to flop and floof. Like, it actually is starting to get a little bit of volume, which is, like... I actually kind of like it. Like, it's actually getting down now towards my shoulders. The last time I got a haircut, man, was, I think it was August. It was either August or September. But I want to say it was early August. So I've gone almost a year without a haircut. And it shows. Oh my gosh. I just can't, like, I like it with a bit bigger. I like it a bit bigger. It just blows my mind to see how much, like, floof. Oh man. Yeah, we will see. Get a bowl. No, I'm not going bowl cut. No. Oh, I didn't realize 5 years ago today was Pekarine's last game. Huh. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, man. Are you flying today? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So the Ducks moving it up through center ice into the offensive end near side. Back along the boards, it's going to be the Golden Knights with that puck. 6.5 to go. Who's winning the game? Well, it looks like it's going to be the Ducks. 6.5 to go. And Vegas down 2, not having a single multi-goal comeback these playoffs, and only 2 in franchise history in the playoffs. Not looking good for Vegas fans right now. I'll just say that. Oh, man. Let me see here. Man, I have hope. King Elmer save us. We got a face-off in the Knights' offensive end. Around the near side, going to be taken by the Ducks down low. A Stanley Park Cup and ruler. Huh. Well, we'll see. Eichel sends it down over to the near side. Moved out by the Ducks. Up through center into the offensive end. They'll send it. Wing to wing over to the far side. Here come the Knights. Behind the net, near side to the far, up through center ice they go. Into the offensive end, near side, that's going to be Barbashev. And setting it on down over to the far side again. Along the boards, moving it up to center, near side, taken back by the Ducks over to the Knights. And back across by the Ducks into the offensive end they go. So, over to the far side. Oh, we got a whistle. Okay. Let us see here. Your Springs Racers got it? I don't know. Oh, man. But 5.5 to go in regulation. Okay. And we'll see. Taking a look at the coach there as we're getting ready to go, it seems, to another commercial break. And yep, it looks like we are. Oh, it's okay. Oh yeah, I know that ride. Yeah. Yeah, now you say that, yeah. Man. Okay. Is he a magic trick? Oh, man. Okay. Just trying to get an idea here. See if we have any news on X. Oh, man. Doc Hudson. Huh. Man. But here we go to the far side. Vegas actually ends up on a power play. And gonna go ahead and move it out the near side. The Knights. Through center, Jack Eichel into the offensive end, and he goes to the far side. Along the board, taking Hurdle, top of the zone, Shea Theodore now. To the near side, Dorofeyev over to Theodore. Theodore losing the zone, the Ducks with a chance, dumping it up to the offensive end and going for a change. So going to be taken behind the net, out towards the far side. Shea Theodore going to pass back over to Jack Eichel. Oh my gosh, no. Bro, these are going to be like things that are going to be like, well, the channel will eventually in like 5 years hit 10K. And like, this will still be coming up. But Marner to Eichel. Eichel across to Dorofeyev. Up on into the offensive end. Hurdle. Hurdle looking for somewhere to go with that puck. Top of the zone, Hannafin. Hannafin sends it down to Eichel. Eichel working around, cleared out. Cleared out. So Vegas going to chase it down. 4:05 to go in regulation. Hannafin working it now. Up through center to Rasmus Anderson. Into the offensive end they go to Howden. They get it back. Carlson. Behind the net to the near side. So Rasmus Anderson. Top of the zone. Hannafin over to Anderson. Anderson down to Carlson. Back to Anderson. And now Hannafin back to Anderson. Chance. Carlson in front. Not able to react in time. And going to get cleared out. Played by Carter Hart. With 5 seconds to go on the power play, this penalty is as good as killed. Now to the near side. Barbashev. Sending it along. These Ducks fans are feeling it here tonight. The Quackers are feeling it. Over to the top of the zone. Shot for the Ducks. Rebound chance not going to go. Over to the near side. Moving it along the boards across through center. Into the offensive end they go. Taken back by the Ducks. Over now to the near side. That's Troy Terry. By the way, no one has still guessed the reference on that. Terry! Across multiple streams now. But now along the boards near side. That's Shea Theodore across. And there goes Carter Hart. We have the empty net for the Golden Knights. Moving it out far side, the Ducks trying to get on it. Tied up for said puck at the blue line into the offensive end for the Knights. 2.5 to go in this one to the near side. A chance from Shea Theodore going to be taken back by the Ducks. Cleared out near side, forcing the Knights to have to retreat. Moving it across, wing to wing to the offensive end. The Knights have it. Sending it down behind the net near side. The Ducks trying to clear it out. Battling for that possession. They have in the regular season and playoffs, the Knights are tied for the third most in the NHL with 11 goals with an extra attacker in the regular season and playoffs. But here we go to the near side. 2 minutes to go here in the regulation. Into the offensive end for the Knights, taken back by the Ducks. Dostal to the near side along the boards. Launching it up towards the near side, sent down low by Dorofeyev. Back on over to Hurdle. Behind the net far side, back to Hurdle. Backing along the far side, boards top of the zone, working it around. Over to the near side, Eichel. Top of the zone, kicked away. Here comes your chance, and it's going to be Cutter. No, never mind. I thought it was going to be Gauthier with the empty netter, but no. Over to the near side, offensive end for the Knights, and we got a whistle for the offside. Okay. So yeah, we will see. Okay. Oh, we'll see here. Vegas using their timeout. And we'll see here. Okay, just kind of rolling around here. Oh, here we go. Vegas still with the empty net. Okay. So here we go. Face off of the neutral zone. Never mind. False draw. Where you from? You know where I'm from. Oh my gosh. All right. Whoa, wait a minute. The Knights over to the far side. Theodore to Eichel into the offensive end. Driving it around down to the near side and off the top of the zone. Chased out. Here come the Knights. Out of their own end. And move it up. Through center towards the far side, dumping it up to the offensive end. Here come the Knights with a chance. Out to the far side, shot, rebound, chance, he scores! Tomas Hurdle puts the Knights on the board again, making it a 4-3 affair here. And a very alive game with 64 seconds to go in regulation. So Carter Hart on the ice for now. He's probably going to be a quick pull Oh, man. So we'll see here. We'll see how Vegas responds. They did get on the board big time. Look what I hunted. Oh my gosh. And now over to the far side. It's going to be the shot for the Knights. Not going to go again. I'd imagine you have the empty net. Yep, you have the empty net for the Knights again. Over to the near side, down low. Behind the net, far side, driving in toward Dostal. Not able to do it. And a puck gets frozen. And we'll see. Man, look at that chance there for the Knights. Okay. So we'll see. Granlund against Eichel, offensive zone draw here for the Knights. A big must-win face-off. Gonna be won by the Ducks down low to the near side. Along the boards, trying to launch it out here for Anaheim. 38 seconds to go, not out of it yet. Salva Gorman goes off when someone subs. It should, as long as they are publicly subscribed. I don't know why it just stopped working at 1,000. I don't know if it's just nobody has subscribed publicly or if it's something different. I don't know. But over to the near side, down low along the boards, working around top of the zone, cleared out by the Ducks. 16, 15, 14. Shea Theodore out the far side of the offensive end. 10, 9. Oh, nope, we have a offside. So 10.9 to go. Oh, man. So, yeah, we shall see. Offensive zone draw here for the Ducks. So, no empty net yet. Gonna be won by the Ducks over to the far side. Shea Theodore. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this one is over. The Anaheim Ducks walking away victorious with the final score. The Anaheim Ducks 4. The Vegas Golden Knights 3. Gonna tie this series up at 2. And force at the very least a Game 6. Which will be played, I believe, Thursday. I think it's Tuesday and Thursday this week for these games for the Ducks and the Knights. So a big Game 4 coming up Thursday night. The Anaheim Ducks 4, the Vegas Golden Knights 3. That's the final. Did I say it? Oh, man. But that being said, I do think I'm gonna wrap this stream up pretty quick. I'm a bit more tired tonight. Don't know why. I didn't get as much sleep last night is part of the problem. But yeah. That being said, if you guys did enjoy the stream, drop a like, drop a sub. We'll be live again on Tuesday. Will be our next live stream. I'll be doing a doubleheader coverage of the 2 games there on Tuesday. It's gonna be Vegas and Anaheim, and I think it's gonna be the Sabres as well. So that being said, we'll be live for those ones. And with that, I will catch you guys Tuesday. Peace out and have a